YouTube, hello! Welcome to the stream. Puzzles! Specifically, giant Tetris puzzles. Which, I mean, of all the puzzles I do, this is definitely the preferred puzzles. I like these. I think it says activate 3 beams. You know what? Let's just start here. Work our way around, shall we? What changed? I have a new job. Or at the very least, I've been reassigned. I am no longer where I was. I'm going somewhere else, so definitely Monday I'm going to need, you know, like, I don't know what time I'm going in, but streams might not even happen depending on how late home I get for orientation. And kind of play it by ear after that. See what the schedule's like, trying to... Streams might be paused for a second while I try and, you know, find a medium of when I can stream.
I keep getting locked out of parts of the system. I think I've tracked down some more schematics, though. Let's see. This might do something. Or not.
Might have activated that giant gun. Just saying. Just a thought. Sunday's still good? Yeah, I'll stream Sunday like normal. And tomorrow. But, oh, good, more lasers! But, yeah, starting Monday, things are gonna get, oh, wow. Different and weird. I will try my best to fight for my... I like getting off work early. I'll try my best to fight for the right to continue to do that, which means going in early, but I can live with that. But otherwise... we will see. There's nothing I can do here. Everything is behind... gates. I can't do anything. Something above. I can't, like, drop puzzle pieces in on me. Sunday's like the one day that isn't going to change, I think, in any meaningful way. Like, regardless of what happens. Because... wow, really? It's all... okay. Alright. Because Sunday I don't have work, obviously. Thursday, Friday, and Monday I have work. So the short answer is I'm probably gonna end up streaming later in the evening. Moving forward is not what I want to do, but it might be what ends up happening. Damn them. Streams at least be happening? Yeah. Like, if I get home from work later, that means I can stay up later, which means my streams will start later and go later, but they'll still be the same length of time and still happen. What's changing is when they happen. And of course, VODs will still be around, etc., etc. That looks like progress. Boy, you'd think that would be progress. Unless... no? Oh, come on! Really? If I place you down, I can get there with a piece to spare. Fuck you. Unbelievable. The nerve of these guys. Right, that's just... oh, wait. Definitely not. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Maybe. Aha, I like this. Well, that's frustrating as all get out. Monday would start 1 hour after normal time. Oh, if I can make it 1 hour, that would be great. Like I said, I would have to let you guys know. That's why this is so hectic. Ugh. Yeah, they're damn lucky they're paying me more for this job, because the more I learn about it, the more I'm like, this job blows. My schedule's different, not going to be enjoyable. I still might look for new work anyway. I was like, they're promoting me, I don't have to look for a new job. Nah, it sounds like I'm going to have to anyway. Kudos to you, corporate America. You fucking suck. I just did this, didn't I? Son of a bitch! Okay. Are we getting somewhere now? Hey, alright. Jesus. So that's red. I mean, it would make sense that it just did that. I guess also... That's just... I mean, I can put this there. If you're here, can I do... Man. Sorry. Rather, can I do... Man. No, that doesn't work. Okay. What you missing? Nothing much, just more lasers. And me discussing how my new job is going to be bloody miserable, but at least I'm hoping, you know, it pays better, and I'm hoping I can get the hours I want for it. But streams are going to be wonky for the next coming week here while I work out a schedule. Okay, well, I have you now. I think what I need... Oh, that might be... Hold on. Am I gonna have to do... Ugh! They so love doing this, don't they? Would you just... Thank you. And then... There we go. Run all the way to the other side. Well, bam. Oh, no, but now... There we go. Jesus! I think this needs to be here. While you go like there. Is that doing anything for me? Not really. What it is doing is creating that. Week starting on Monday, we'll have wonky schedule by getting hours that would affect the stream schedule. Yeah. My new job might not let me start as early as I like or end as early as I like as a result. So, you know, it is likely going to be me hashing out details on when I can start and stop. I need to get you over there. In order to do that, I need you. Can I get, like, meh, and meh going? Clearly not. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. If we get the hours you want, that's the goal. That's the dream right there. How on earth? Look, we have this problem every damn time. Okay, what if I... Yeah, that could work. Okay, so you. You're there, you're Not... There, without selecting the other one. Thank you. Okay, now you. There. Okay, now then. The goal now is you. Make you? Not how that works. Damn it. Oh, wait, hold on. I think Oh, that's... Okay. Some precise precisioning is required. Alright, we need you. I wish I could zoom in. There we go. I need you and you. Right there. Beautiful stuff. And then I need you and you right there. There we go. Beautiful. We're a whole floor up. What did that accomplish? Precious little, I'd say. I bet they expect me to do another puzzle in this game? Unheard of. Any reason to come over here? I mean, probably. I'm outside the puzzle. What do you go? Oh, they're gonna trap me out here. I see. Well. Seems I'm the fool on this day. Oh, wait. Oh-ho! What have we here? Okay, nope, this is just... Thought I had discovered a secret. Was really proud of myself. Not that. That was death. I was really pleased. I was like, aha, back, around, behind, and underneath the map, it's death. Okay. What I would expect to be there, but, you know. Oh, come on. Oh. At least they saved the bridge. Fine, I'll play the game the way you want me to play it. Ugh. That can be right there. Oh, great. Yeah, well, we know the answer now, so... Hardly matters at this point. That was actually unnecessary with the blue light over there, but hey, you know, we made it work. Alright, there we go. See, we're back in action. Ah, the giant rail gun. Pull the lever! Alright, well.
Good job, 1K.
See? He's pleased with me. Despite my horrible ineptitude. I really thought that was a secret, man. It seemed like it should be. Where do they get off not letting that be a secret? What have we up here? More climbing. Okay.
This is madness. Even the walls are bursting with power.
So what you're saying is we need to take these walls back to our city, New Alexandria, and then our power crisis is solved. I like where your head's at. Why am I up here? I guess, oh, the red laser gun, huh? Or the red rail gun. Alright, fair enough. And then that way's the green one? Touche. Alright. What a coincidence, we're both playing puzzle games. Oh, you're playing Leighton, I assume you mean? Okay, well, you're open. Which is great, love to hear it. Leighton 2. Ooh, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, blue goes here. Oh, it should be going there as well. Interesting. Which also goes this way. Hello. Well, this is all fascinating, but I don't actually know where anything... Oh, I guess over here? I see. So, what you want me to do is have blue light smacking into this thing over here. In essence. What happens if I block this? Not much. Interesting. If I block you? That's what I thought. I guess my first question is... Okay, yes, you are... You're not needed. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Fucking... Why? What are you? Oh, you're one of them. I see. Pandora / Diabolical Box. Well, I don't know Leighton's at all, so... For some reason, the first 4 games in Europe got different names. I only know Curious Village. That's literally the only one I know. Oh, I just walked through here. Interesting. Whatever this is doing, it really doesn't seem to be that important. But I can't take it anywhere, sadly, so drop it off the pit. Jump off the pit with it. You'll never solve your puzzle now, coppers! How far in are we? Not far enough, I tell you what. That looks like a path down there, actually. Let's see. Blue over there. Yes. Where's the red coming from? Oh, the blue is hitting it and it's turning red. I see. Like the hit film Turning Red. And I can go over with this, so I don't need that door open, per se. Give me that. Oh, I see a potential issue. Yes, yes, of course. Ooh, I have made an error, haven't I? I believe this puzzle might be thoroughly borked. Is what I suspect might have happened. What I'm getting, by the way, is that I need red hitting this thing and then directing it into blue over there. That's my interpretation of events. In which case, yeah, this puzzle's borked. Geronimo! Number of games got changed from their roll class for different regions. Yeah, but usually there's a reason for it. Like, it'll sell better, or there's a bad word in the title in a certain language. Professor Layton and the Curious Village sounds perfectly reasonable and pretty much conveys what you're buying. At least that's the English version of the name. Give me that. Okay, so... If I'm not mistaken, you should be remaining open. Yes, okay, excellent. Now then. How do I do this? I need red. Oh, wait. Right, because you now emanate red. Ah, of course. So, come here, you. I need you. Be like right here. And then I need you. Like that. And a little bit of that action. Easy. Look at that. Look at that. All red herrings. The box and the moving around, it was easy. Just simple redirection. Ah, the giant red railgun. Any social media I could be looking at? Ah. Easily my favorite part of this game is the checking social media. There's only 1,000 people on the planet, but we still had to make Twitter. Sorry. X. Forgive me. Name gets changed from localized for a bunch of reasons. Maybe there was a good reason they changed for Layton. Maybe.
I wonder how far down this goes.
Man, that's all of it. One of the worst reasons was, you know, if you needed more reason to hate Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling and her publisher didn't think us American kids would like thinking and stuff, so then instead of Philosopher's Stone, it was called the Sorcerer's Stone. Which is just fucking stupid. The Sorcerer's Stone isn't a thing. A Philosopher's Stone is a thing. It's like, those lazy Americans, they won't know what philosophy is. Now sorcery, they know all about that. Give me that sorcering stone. Stupid. But hardly the worst thing Rowling's ever done, so... seems silly to get up in arms about that now. Alright, we have a drilling wall, which is great. And one of you! That change, that's certainly on the not-so-good reason side of things. No, the only one I can think of that I actually approve of the American name more than the Australian or European name is the game series Fatal Frame in Europe and Australia is referred to, I think, Project Zero, which... why? Fatal Frame is a thing in photography. And also, it's a game about ghosts. It's much snappier and makes more sense. That's great and all, but... I need to deactivate this thing over here. Whereas Project Zero doesn't make any fucking sense. That's a meaningless name. No amount of rakishness in my angle is gonna magically open that door. I don't think I can go around and make it work either. Or if that might be leading. Yeah, no, that's not how this works. But no, there's plenty of others. Off the old top of the head, Brain Dead in Australia became Dead Alive, which, you know, Brain Dead is a much better title than Dead Alive. It became Dead Alive when it came to America, you see. Another World was Out of This World or something like that. Yakuza of the End. Ah, yes, the Like a Dragon series, and infamously, Biohazard became Resident Evil and, Yakuza, respectively. Which, I'll admit, Yakuza works fine for that, and they've kind of, you know, led back into the Like a Dragon games, referring to their more, RPG-heavy ones. But I do think Resident Evil is better than Biohazard. Alright, especially since it's, you know, Biohazard at this point as a series has gone to, like, rural Spain and Africa and China and shit like that. It's like, this is a little bit more than a Biohazard. A Biohazard makes me think someone threw up in a bathroom. Resident Evil, while it doesn't make a lot of sense, makes me think of an evil residence. A name that also doesn't really work at this point, after one game, but, you know, at least is snappier, I think. Rowling's recent track record about sharing her world views, changing Philosopher's Stone isn't the worst thing she's done. No, hardly. You know what? I think we're ready to forgive her for that one. We can move on to blaming her for other horrible things. How do you expect me? I just don't see. I cannot get through, y'all. I want. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. Ha ha! Oh, that's clever. I actually really like that. You have to put it back through the hole, dummy. And that was a clever one. I liked that one. I've been fighting Britain's weird speech-limiting laws recently. I think she's... Isn't she giving, like, thousands of pounds to laws that redefine words to fit her worldview? Another world was so close to out of this world in the States. Yeah, I don't know why. Out of this world sounds a bit more radical in 90s, I guess, but another world works perfectly fine. I don't know, I guess maybe that was it. Maybe they thought it was snappier.
1K if you want to. Go ahead.
I don't actually.
Scanning this.
If you want to, go ahead. What if I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm totally fine over here. You guys can go. Let me know how that works out for you. I'll post on social media later about it. But no, I have to do everything in this game. You know what? I kind of miss when it was just me. Well, no, I don't. That's... Narratively, I do not miss when it was me and Elahheim, alright? Because that guy was not exactly one for company. But there was a certain simplicity to just the two of us running around. Him yelling at me to solve puzzles and me not solving puzzles. Whereas now I've got all these friends who just stubbornly refuse to solve puzzles with me. And it's like, guys, I thought we wanted to solve puzzles together. Rude. They're rounding paying money to alter laws in the way. Not alter, but more, what's the term? Not financier, but, lobby? Yeah, she's throwing money around for lobbying reasons. For all I know, she gave a lot of Potter money to charities. I'm sure self-proclaimed victim of witch hunt J.K. Rowling sleeps easier knowing that she gave money to charities then. Alrighty, let's see. Well, I have to give them points for consistency. Now I'm here and it looks like every other fucking room in this place. I will also say what you want about Elahheim, he at least kept it fresh. I was in the woods, the mountains, the snowy tundra, the desert. It was all over the place solving puzzles. Although I guess the visual spectacle isn't really why we're here, is that it's the philosophy, so... Perhaps I'm complaining, for the sake of complaining at this point. Me, unheard of. Question! Yes? From Miranda, excuse me. I was doing some reading while the last trial was running, and I came across something I don't understand. There's a lot of references to ancient humans feeling that science is boring. True. To me, everything we've studied is mind-bendingly incredible. Yeah, but you're like creating new life, not why does the block slide down the ramp at a different speed than the circle? And the answer is, because one's round and isn't getting caught up on everything else. I don't give a shit about all the science behind it. Friction, move on. Whether it be quark gluon deconfinement or neutrino antineutrino oscillation. Oh god, you know what? Never mind, you're weird, you're boring. Even something incredibly basic like properties of light. I understand why our ancestors cared about art, why a beauty-crafted story or poem was moving to them, thank you. But how could they not see everything that surrounds us as incredible? I mean, in a beauty sense, yes, and in a science sense, I suppose it's incredible it's evolved to this point, but I don't really care about the minutia of it. I got other things to be doing. Studying science is like studying the most incredible machine ever created. A machine designed to build worlds and tell stories. That's just the plot of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. How could they not see that? Because it's dull. I'm sure there's a good explanation, but I don't get it, Miranda. Me when people don't agree with my fan theories about fiction I'm invested in. Why don't they see? Oh, this again.
Mother?
Ah!
What are you thinking about, Mother?
The Talos Principle.
Yo, the
You
first
see,
game?
It has two applications.
Running on my
One
computer.
is to the self. It means facing the truth, even if it frightens us.
Okay.
Understanding that living beings are machines and we can't afford to lie to ourselves. But that's just the beginning. The second application is to the world. This one seems easier at first. It's less difficult to understand that the universe is a machine, governed by laws.
So we and the universe are the same.
Yo, you two
No.
ugly.
And that's the crucial part. We are conscious. Consciousness is rare, unlikely, but it's also the foundation of everything else.
This is a vision, Gemma.
Without us, there can be no meaning. Without someone to perceive it, the beauty of the universe is pointless.
The beauty
But that
is,
shouldn't
yes.
make us arrogant. No, in fact, it means we carry a tremendous responsibility. We are the light of the cosmos. And if we go out, there will be nothing but a cold, dark machine.
Alright, it is pretty arrogant to assume there's no intelligent life anywhere else in the universe, or never will be. The human form divine. Act 2. Huh. I didn't think it would hard cut to an Act 2 screen like that.
Athena. The founder was here?
She could still be here. What if this is why she left, to build all this?
What, this?
We have to look for her.
I'm reading some pretty big energy spikes. I think we better scramble.
But she could be right here,
Where?
right behind the next door. I could turn around a corner and walk right into her.
If she's really here, she'll still be here when we come back. But right now, safety needs to come first. Let's go, Byron.
You're... Oh. Damn you, but you're right.
Also, who
Heading
gives a
back.
shit? She's like... Didn't she abandon this project like 12 people in? We're on 1,000 now. Who gives a shit what she thinks? You pave your own road. God damn it. I keep wanting to do the opposite of what I actually believe in this game, just to keep it spicy. Because, in my opinion, the answers I would choose are the common answers, because they make the most sense. To me, anyway. So me not giving a shit about a woman who's not around here anymore and is leaving cryptic messages and making me solve
Was
puzzles
that really
things.
the founder?
Yeah, I don't
Think
care.
so.
It was her. For years, I've wondered what happened to her, why she left,
Who cares?
where she went, why she didn't
matter?
tell me.
If the answers
Oh,
are here,
it's
I
personal
promise
for
you
you.
will find them.
Well, that's worth,
You just have to be
jeopardizing
careful.
civilization for then, isn't
Follow
it?
protocol.
I guess he is relenting and we're going back, so I can't accuse him of that.
I still
but-
can't believe the founder built this place.
Eh.
Has she been here the whole time?
We don't know that she actually built it.
Thank you,
All we know for
Alcatraz.
sure is that she was here at some point.
Of course she built this.
Eh.
Who else would have the kind of vision necessary to accomplish something like this? The question is why?
I don't know, maybe we haven't
Why
met them.
like this? Why recreate all these aspects of the simulation? What is she trying to tell us?
Who
It does
cares?
seem like it might be a test. I can't imagine any other explanation.
It's just
But why
so
is it
much
so
effort, and who
broke?
cares?
Or does it just appear to be broken so that we have to learn how to fix it? I hate this.
Thank you, Melville.
I know one thing for sure. Everyone in New Jerusalem is gonna go absolutely nuts.
Whee!
All right, take us back to base camp, Yakut.
Yes, sir.
Besides, there's some intrigue happening with, what's her name? 666?
I'm getting some new readings.
Not quite
Looks
Judas,
like two of
but-
the northern sites are lighting up.
You know,
I think that may have been me.
something equally
I
on
suspect
the
the puzzles
nose.
are somehow tied to the transport system. Like we're supposed to solve them in a particular order.
Huh. Yeah, look at that. It just seems like, Byron, you're wallowing in what the founder could have been. No, back to the city! Not here! The city!
Our main
Where the
objective is
interesting
getting
things
back
are!
into the megastructure.
No!
Okay, I want you on puzzles. You seem to have a knack for them. But the rest of us can't neglect our secondary objectives of studying this island and understanding this technology.
I want to go to the city where the intrigue and the interesting characters are, please. Pacing. I saw us landing back on fucking Puzzle Island and was like, no. Why? Why can't I go have interesting philosophical discussions with robots about our resource consumption and reproduction of our species? Why do you make me move lasers at things? Ugh. I just hop into here, then I'm off. Or is there somewhere else I need to go? I think I can just hop in here, right? Because it lets me pick where I go. Oh. Wants me going up north. I would have thought clockwise, but what do I know? North 1, let's do this.
You should be headed towards an island off the northern coast. The terrain's pretty rough, so be careful.
The island has another island attached to it.
Yes?
That would make it one
has
big
several,
island.
actually.
That'll make an
How
archipelago.
irritating.
What?
Man, it baited me with that. Man, everyone in New Alexandria is gonna be flummoxed. Ooh, tundra. I can't wait to see their faces with this huge discovery. We should back out now and observe with some manpower. Anyway, back to solving puzzles, and it's like, fuck me. You couldn't have made that sound more like we were going back to the city to report our findings and get into some discourse and intrigue. And instead it's like, wham, go move boxes around again. Ha. 8 more puzzles, let's do it. Ah! Guys ever heard of a staircase? Like, jeez. There's a puzzle in front of me, and more this way. Got it, okay. This is looking a bit more like the first game. How did you possibly get here before me? What do you mean?
Miranda is the founder's daughter.
It would seem so.
It's still kind of blowing my mind.
Why?
She came all the way out here, left everything she had behind, and created a new life.
Yeah, sounds like she wanted to be
Why
left
do you
alone.
think she did that?
To be left alone. Help with her secret project, don't have a clue. She was lonely, because creating new life is beautiful. I don't know, it's nice to have people to talk to, at least.
Could be. I know I've sometimes felt really lonely.
Kiss me, you fool.
Even when I was surrounded by people.
Kiss me, you fool!
Like there's something inside of me that just
Kiss me, you fool!
can't connect. Like there's this deep sadness about
Okay, I get it.
the world.
We're fucking later,
About
jeez.
history. About everything.
Keep it light, man. God.
I don't know how to get over it.
I can think of one way.
Sorry. Probably oversharing.
The world isn't all that bad. I often feel the same way. Don't worry, I'm here for you if you ever want to talk. I don't know how to help you. Smooth. The smoothest I could be. Like a shark, that's how smooth that is. I don't know if... Are there actual dating elements in this game? That would be a twist. I'm gonna assume no. But at the same time, might as well cast the net, right?
Thanks, 1K. I appreciate it.
Not gonna catch any fish if I never toss out the line, you know what I'm saying? Feelings, you ever meet the founder? What did you make of the interior? Have you changed your mind about trying some puzzles? Please! Why is the northern part of the island mostly underwater?
Nope.
He's like me for real.
Our ancestors relied heavily on fossil fuels for energy generation,
True.
which released a lot of carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
This caused the atmosphere to trap more heat, which changed the planet's overall climate. The
Tragically.
effect continued even after they were gone,
Wow.
and these low-lying areas were flooded. I've seen a lot of places like that.
In my defense, if it continues after we're gone, I'm dead, so it doesn't matter. So, and you're dead too, so you can't correct me on that. It doesn't matter, we're all dead. What about leaving the planet behind for somebody? I'm dead. What do I care? Did you ever meet the founder? What do you make of the megastructure's interior? Yeah, did you ever meet the founder?
No, I never did.
Okay.
I would have loved to.
Why? What'd you make of the megastructure?
You know, people throw around the word awesome a lot.
Do they?
I probably do it too, but I think what we saw in there is the proper meaning of the word.
Ah, full of awe? Or some awe, I guess?
I'm not sure, to be honest. This is all so surreal. Walking around here is so peaceful, but it's also, I don't know. One moment I feel inspired, the next, kind of creeped out.
Good talk, buddy. Yep, 8 puzzles. Let's hop to it then. At least they seem close by, or at least a couple of them do. Look, 2 and 3. And I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and say this bad boy is 1. Yep. Give me my gigantic brain. Mind-body dualism. You better not do the fucking thing where you just loot me. Oh! It's me! Wow. I look so boring. We couldn't give me like a 6 set of pants or something? Alright, easy enough. Body switching. Did they just make them all the same so that I could leave and not look any different? Is that the whole logic here? Or the puzzle's set up in such a way that the prime version, i.e. this one, will always be the one that leaves. No, that can't be true, because I could just swap places with me right now and go do the other thing. Do I look the same? Yeah, this is a clone of me. Huh. Well, that was easy, but it was also introducing a new mechanic, so... What happens if we both just try and leave? Aha! Ah. Won't let me. Oh well, let's try our best to be prime me every time, even though it doesn't seem like it matters. Nothing around back, huh? You disappoint me. Talos Principle 1 would have had something around back. Leg up. Oh god, the platform's back. Ew. Well, it is what it is, eh? No. God damn you. Now I walk you over. This is, if this is replaced, the, I see. If this has replaced the rewind timing thing from the first game, I'm all about it. That sucked. The rewind timing thing was always the worst. Because not only did I have to...
particle clouds, Melville?
To be honest with you, Byron, I feel like a caveman trying to study Bose-Einstein condensate. I'm seeing unknown particles whose every property violates the laws of physics. apparently capable of being controlled and recombined into just about anything. It's ridiculous.
Maybe someone in New Jerusalem can figure it out.
Boy, if only we could go
Sure,
there
Just
sometime.
give them another 1,000 years.
No, the, yeah, the record yourself and then play it back was the worst, because you had to wait around for the recording to happen, and you had to solve the puzzle twice. And you had to think ahead, like, okay, so if in the recording I go here, wait 5 seconds, and then go over here, wait 10 seconds, put this down, pick it back up, move it this way, and then meanwhile, when I'm not being recorded, I have to, like, run over here, flip a switch, jump on top of a guy, he carries me over here, I jump up there and throw a different switch. It was awful. It was the worst. But now, what are we doing here? Oh, I think I see. In which case... I really... Boy, what a needle I've thread. I had hoped that would work, to be honest with you. Oh, I see. Each one's different. Ain't that some shit? Glad I tested it.
Every one of these clouds seems to contain exactly the same amount of energy.
That's odd. I wouldn't have put them side by side. I thought I needed both of them to open this gate. But no, that one opened this gate, and that one opened that gate. Nothing. Oh, there's one new on social media. Ah, the Founders Mega Thread. Tell me there's a new one that I just missed. Nope. Okay, awesome, cool. Doge, that's the name of the curious individual. If you have any issues, ping moderator Jeremy, Naima, and Aeronox. I thought we... Okay, no, here it is. Please keep discussions of lead presence of Founder at the site of the megastructure confined to this thread. I'm still in shock. I'm not even sure the Founder was still alive. Of course she is. Now that we've reached the completion day, she has sent her sacred messengers. It could still be aliens pretending to be the Founder. It's not aliens, and if Prometheus and Pandora are sacred messengers, why is one apparently chained the other? Because they're really into Greek mythology. And the day of her return is imminent. So now you agree that Byron is right to want expedition. In fact, it was the Founder's will all along. When you said it would be wrong to even consider going to the island, you were acting against the Founder. Your word games aren't going to help you when the Founder returns, Oriana. Thecla's. The Thecla's bitch, I tell you what. It was wonderful to hear Athena's voice again, but with all the emotion inherited in this matter, we should be careful not to get swept away. We don't really understand anything yet. I cannot wonder, if Miranda is her daughter, was Athena trying to start a new civilization? Did she abandon New Jerusalem? I just don't see why it matters. Who cares? She was always later. She would never abandon. Sure, it's conceivable. I don't give a shit. No, it isn't. The Founder would never abandon her people. Why not? Maybe she got tired of sycophants like yourself. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There must be more to it than that, or why create all these puzzles? She must have a plan. She was bored, man. Who cares? People spend... Oh, God.
Wonkai,
Hi.
I've been watching you solve these puzzles, and
Yeah?
this body replication tech, it's incredible. It
Okay.
just casually blows up the very foundations of our society.
Yeah, it really drives a hole through that we shouldn't keep expanding. Who? Oh, this is the mechanic. But yeah, no, like, who cares, man? That's my whole thing. Like, yeah, I don't give a shit what the Founder's doing. What do you mean?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to make more of us? We're not like a toaster. You don't just weld together a couple of wires and a motherboard and call it a day.
I don't think you do that with a toaster,
Not to mention
either.
how hard it is to even find some of the materials. And this thing just, poof, new human.
Well, they don't have sentience. My conscience has to leap into the empty body. Goal is to stop at 1,000.
It was. Or was it? And even if it was, sorry to be heretical, but does it matter?
Well, no, not at all.
If we can figure out how this works, we can finally, easily create more people. We can grow. We can expand. We can build a real civilization.
A, do we want that?
Isn't that worth pursuing?
No. A, do we want that? And B, they don't have sentience. They're just, I'm essentially hopping into a crash test dummy. It's a cosmic duty to spread consciousness. That's idiotic. We don't have a cosmic duty. Maybe there's a legitimate reason to limit the population. I mean, clearly, humans going unchecked didn't work out well in this world, did it? You want to weigh in on this guy, or nope? Okay, bye. There's some point where enough people, but this is not it. We need a few more, is the argument. It's dangerous. We decided to limit ourselves for a reason. I just got here. These are some heavy questions you're asking a guy who's been sentient and in your world for like 1 day. We have 1,000. I mean, society's looking pretty good at 1,000. We already have like social media and dissidents and clans and cults and shit. I'm not sure we need more than that. That being said, obviously I don't agree with the concept that one should limit the population. However, in this society, creating new life is quite difficult, although, as she's pointing out, with this technology, it would be much easier. Whereas it's quite easy to do in real life. In fact, people do it by accident all the time. They create new life. Oh, well, if I go down the middle, we'll have enough at some point, but not now. Like, that's just middle of the road shit. And besides, then, you know, who am I to say how many's enough, huh? We just, what, move the goalpost of the directive? No. It's idiotic. Maybe, you know what? I'm just gonna say maybe there's legitimate reasons.
The mayor seems to think so. But why? What are the actual reasons?
We destroy everything we touch. Goal is set by the founder? Fuck that. Plants more important? Debatable. Seem to be fine the way we are. Risk upsetting the balance of nature like our ancestors did. That's my go-to if I were to have this argument. Actually, in reality, I'm on the other side of this argument. But again, it's more fun this way.
What balance? The balance of nature is just a snapshot of an arbitrary point in time. The planet changes constantly, causing extinctions left and right. Ice ages come and go.
Yeah.
The oxygen level fluctuates. The oceans rise and fall.
They do.
The only reason our ancestors believed in this balance
Hey, guy.
is because their bloody lifespans were so short.
Right, but it made sense at that point to repopulate. The rest of civilization is too many of us that we damage the planet.
But there's no correlation between the amount of people and changes to the ecosphere.
I'm not sure that's
Not unless
true.
we're talking a population of trillions. There's nothing mystical about this. No ifs and maybes. I've run the maths. It's how we use our resources, not how many of us there are.
Yeah. Listen, though, when you get a lot of people, they split up into groups and start believing different things, and then they argue with each other, and then wars happen, and that's pretty much the basis of all human conflict. So I'm really gonna have to disagree with you, both for the bit and in reality, that the number of people doesn't matter. I think it matters incredibly. Yeah, I mean, that more or less what I was saying, I guess.
I suppose you might be right. Human history is certainly a mixed bag.
True.
Well, I'll think about it. You go solve puzzles.
Ugh. All right. I like that there were just people wandering around in the background while we were having this philosophical debate. New social media? Nah, no one cares then.
This body replication technology is proof of just how vital this expedition is.
Is it being replicated,
We may not know
though?
how it works and what its limitations are, but the technology itself isn't even what really matters. What matters is to expand our imagination, to realize that other futures are possible. And 1K, just think about this. If we had stopped making new citizens, you wouldn't be here. And isn't it wonderful to exist?
Yeah,
Simply
true.
to be in this world?
I got lucky, what can I say?
Consciousness is a gift.
And a curse. But yeah, what can I say? I got lucky. Let's see. I gotta get up there. Well, how do I do that? So I can take this, but then, you know... Unless I can slot it over there where there's kind of like some steps going on, I don't see how anyone's getting up here at this point. Unless there's room for one more on this platform. There does not appear to be. Ideologies differ with many enough people. Of actually, even with two people, we can get radically opposing views about things, and that's cause for many conflicts. True. But also, when you get a large enough number of people, resources won't be enough to service a large population. Yeah. Well, it depends on the resources you need. If you need sand, I think we're good for a while. The amount of... I've heard some people argue there's a sand shortage. And I look at, you know, the Sahara Desert, and I'm like, no, there isn't. And you know what? I haven't heard many rumblings about it. I think that's just like a few conspiracy theories that we're running out of fucking sand. It's like, nah, I think we're good. So yes, depending on the resource, it can be, you know, draining and taxing and ravaged and fight wars, etc. on who gets what resource. And the more people there are, the more likely that is to happen, is the... sort of the conundrum we have. Sand in Sahara isn't the right sand to resource beaches, which is where the shortage is. A different argument. The one I heard was in reference towards glass making. Which, you know, that person was a buffoon. But no, it doesn't change the argument that the more people there are, the more they will be hunting for resources, the more conflicts there arise, the more the resources will be harvested, thus the more scant the resources will be, etc., 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 etc. Thus the way of the world. So, you know, when the population entirely rests on building robots from the ground up, again, robots that don't have sentience, I point out, like, I'm sure we could just make this body and call it a day. It's dumping sentience into it that's the tricky part. Acting like we can do that at a whim and start rapidly expanding might not be a great idea, is what I'm saying. It is weird they're acting like we've created new life, and it's like, well, no, we haven't. I can hop into him, and that's not new life. I essentially put on a different suit. But enough prattling. How do I solve this puzzle? I gotta get up there. If you hop up here... I wonder if... You hop... Whoop, no. I wish I could give it to people. Like, why can't I just give it to him? Why does I have to go to him, take the platform, and then hop back to him? That's a bit of an oversight. Oh, I see. Oh, no, you idiot! You were supposed to stand on the platform! What's wrong with you? Nincompoop. Nope. Ugh. Give me that. Can I then pick up the... You! Why didn't you stay on the box? You buffoon! Ah! Really thought I had something with that. Just make a human chain all the way to the top. Oh, come... You couldn't even stand on the box! Couldn't jump down, slide it under your feet, and land on that? You got... And then, as much as I'd like to go on continuing to debate philosophy, I need to solve the puzzle of climbing up a wall with 3 people. And no I mean, I guess I could try here. It's literally all I can think of. What if I'm still holding the box? Can you... No, you can't. That's a shame. Well, this is frustrating. I'm very close. Oh, wait, what? Did I destroy the world yet? No, not yet. Is that further resource? How come I can't grab that? I wants that, though. Isn't that what I'm standing on right? Yeah, give me that. I need that, probably. Wonder if I have to, like, get myself in a weird, like, Skyrim-ass clipping into a wall situation. There's no way they program that in, though. That would make any sense. Then, what do you want from me? Is there another one I'm not seeing? I guess is the next obvious question, since there was one up there I hadn't seen. Sure that's the wall you have to climb? What, up there? Pretty sure that's where the fucking thing is. You can see the pool or whatever that I have to use once I'm up there. I don't know if I have to climb this wall specifically, but there is a platform up there I'd very much like to have. I mean, this might get me the platform, actually, looking at it over there. This might be tall enough to get me the platform. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now. I stand here. You, grab that box. Slap it down right there. You. Hop up there and hop up there. Then you. Hop up there. Take this platform. Then become you. Jump up here. Then you jump on him. And then you jump on the box, and then we go up the daisy chain. I've made it! I have no idea who the original 1K was at this point, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna assume I'm the original and be cool with it. Later, nerds. Have fun having no sentience and stuck there stacked forever. I will say the argument... Game news update? Oh, go on. The argument that we shouldn't reproduce because it's a drain on the planet is much stronger when we, you know, need to use a lot of time and energy and resources to do it. Whereas if they can reverse engineer this and reproduce quickly, that sort of flies out the window. What is all this then? Oh, this is the optional one, isn't it? I see no number, so yeah, this one's optional. Bye forever. Expecting me to do more work. The nerve of some people. This is definitely a path. Where is this leading? Hold on. There'll be a PlayStation showcase at the end of May. Ah, neat. I hope it starts with an apology for Helldivers. Oh, good. We get to hear this guy. Oh, right. I can actually move around.
As we continue exploring the cold northern reaches of the island, the contrast between the harshness of this place and the softness of New Jerusalem becomes more and more pronounced. There is a kind of madness in what we are doing, going to a place that is so hostile to our existence. That does not mean there is nothing to love here. There is, in fact, a great beauty. But it is a hateful beauty. A beauty you can only love because there are places that are not like this. And yet, it is precisely this hateful beauty that the people of New Jerusalem fail to see, and so cannot understand their own blessings.
I don't know about you, but I love this environment. The snowy, rocky tundra type thing. This is my jam. This is my aesthetic. I love it. It's cozy. And I don't think it's true to say there's nothing else like this. There's plenty of places like this in the world. Along with the Xbox Showcase the 1st of June. Boy, Xbox has some apologizing to do now, don't they? Everyone got mad at Sony, and then they backtracked and said, okay, we're good. And Xbox said, actually, we're going to let go of the studios that made some of our best games last year so that we can keep doing live service. And it's like, oh, this is really not smart. And then one of the Xbox heads, a guy named Matt Booty of all things, had the audacity to say Xbox needs smaller studios with smaller games that win more awards. And it's like, bro, you mean Hi-Fi Rush? A game from a studio you just closed? You fuckknuckle? Is there a person I'm missing? Yeah, there you are. Oh, wait. Ah! I was so close. I was like, oh, I can just ha-ha! No. Whoopah! Oh. Maybe if I'm not looking at it, the game doesn't... Can I run backwards? You can. That's very silly. Maybe if I'm standing here and the game doesn't know I'm looking at it. One shot! No, okay. Phil Spencer shows up at Summer Games, so I still get booed out of the building? Yeah, probably. This most recent fiasco nice and fresh in everybody's mind. I'm sure they can't wait to give him a piece of their mind. Give me that. Okay, we need you, you, and you. Well, now it's a question of getting you up here. I wonder. Oh, no. Interesting. I see the problem. One does not need to get it up there at all. One can simply reach down and grab it. Sony and Microsoft both got apologized when Nintendo watches it happen. Yeah, but also Nintendo is failing in their own right. Switch 2 better be goddamn powerful, or else they're gonna get booed as well. People are sick of the fucking Switch at this point. Sick of it being underpowered and underperforming. After they apologize, make a console that runs better. And can, like, support better games and graphics. Announce some new games, that's another one they could do. Like, actually have release dates for them. From the personal reminiscence of Mitku. There are some people whose true importance you just don't notice at first. People who quietly hold things together without making a big deal of it. That's what Cornelius was. Always by Athena's side, he calmly and carefully helped us all stay on track, reminding us of our shared humanity and the values that brought us this far. Can everyone get switches here? Wait until the 2 comes out. Probably. Well, wait until 2 comes out. See how it reviews. If it's like people are saying this is the same shit, what the hell's your problem? Maybe just stick with 1. Would be my advice. Or, you know, if they announce a release date, maybe wait for 2. If they don't even announce a release date at their new conference, might just go for 1 then. I can't imagine how painful it must have been when Athena left him behind. When he went on to his so-called research expedition, most people thought he was looking for her. To be honest, I thought he might never come back, and I was surprised when he finally did. I don't understand how she could leave him. They seemed to love each other so deeply. After he returned, Cornelius is different. He founded the Museum of Simulation and rarely left its premises. The archive scholars doted on him, but he walled himself off, becoming almost as much a recluse as Eustathius. And only then did I slowly understand how much the city had lost. Sounds like whatever we're chasing isn't good. Maybe some hard introspection there. Nintendo has been on a fuck-up spree of their own. Yeah. To be fair, the last PlayStation Showcase was shit. Yeah, well, that's because Sony's very bad at giving the people what they want. Nintendo is too. Microsoft seems to at least know what the people want. They just, you know, keep firing people for some reason. God appears and God is light. To those poor souls who dwell in night, but does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of the day. That's probably vampires or something, I don't know. While it is hard from our vantage point to fully believe in any of the ancient religions, I must admit I have come to believe in the existence of Prime Mover. I thought that was going to say Prime Minister, and I was about to... Not a designer as such, certainly not an interventionist god. They so rarely are these days. But some force set the universe into motion. Ah, that one. I do not know if it is possible for us to truly understand this being, but since it must by definition exist outside of our understanding of reality, I do believe it exists. Does it look upon us with love? Probably not. Are we entertainment, perhaps? I'd change the channel if I were them. Does it preserve some memory of us when we die? It's a lot of us to preserve. All of this I cannot answer, but I do not disbelieve those who honestly speak of having experienced some manner of brief communication with this entity. I would. It's simply too common an experience in human history to easily discount. Yeah, but that's also a case of confirmation bias, right? If you just have a fever dream and call it the word of God, the next guy that has a fever dream would be like, what he's describing happened to me. And then other people will start looking for those symptoms, and then when you do, you'll find those symptoms, and it's a spiral. As the motion of the universe proceeds from the Big Bang, so whatever force animates us, whatever constitutes true foundation of consciousness, proceeds with the Prime Mover. What do you think of this, Mother? I don't believe in any kind of Prime Mover, but I thought you should read it because Stathius, Eugene, was an intelligent person, and he came to this conclusion after a great deal of thought. It's important to respectfully consider points of view we don't agree with. Well, I mean, did Miranda agree with it, or? Sony, don't you want money? Boy, they want us they want money. Nintendo isn't at this point because this isn't their model. God bless Nintendo for being so stuck in its roots that they haven't adopted this model. But the modern game model is to produce as much repetitive content that people keep paying for, loot passes and battle packs and shit like that, with as little effort as possible, which is doomed to fail because the good ones actually put effort in, and it's counterintuitive to what's trying to be produced. And also, the market's oversaturated with them, and there's only so many hours in a day. So, Sega? Well, they don't make consoles is the problem. Some companies don't subscribe to that. Capcom doesn't really subscribe to that, for example. But the big three for console making and the ones who make in-house games, two of them really want you to just keep paying them without doing any real work. Nintendo at least puts out games that might be buggy or broken or not very good and run poorly, but, you know, at least they're games. That said, their online support is fucking abysmal, but, yeah. Bloodborne Maraster's right there. Oh, yeah, they put, Sony put Bloodborne on their PlayStation Now thing that lets you play PlayStation games on PC if you have an account. And to literally no one's surprise, Bloodborne is the most played game, like, of all time on there within a week. Fucking wild. Who would have ever thought, Sony? You idiots. You can retain the rights to it. Just put it on the PS5 at least. 60 FPS. It'd be nice if it was on PC. From the Book of Annotated Internet Comments. Uh-oh. This is gonna... How annotated are we talking? If modernity, I can never pronounce that word, modernity is so great, why is everyone fundamentally disappointed with the world? Because we know we can do better? Why do we sigh with pleasure at the sight of old houses but feel nothing but depressed and alienated by skyscrapers? Because times used to be simple and skyscrapers represent corporate greed? Why do we yearn for lush forests and wide plains and not narrow canyons between buildings? Well, again, one of those is nature and a healthy environment and the other is capitalism. 5358F. We love all this technology so much, why is our idea of happiness to get away from it? Well, it's not. It's to be used for good and not corporate personal greed. Could it be that progress is just a story we tell ourselves to justify we allow ourselves to be dominated by inhumanity, and older forms of living have something to offer? No. But there was wisdom when life was simple, I suppose. Well, wisdom that is lost now that life is interconnected and far more complex and fast-moving than it ever has been. Seems many of us share the desire to immerse ourselves in nature. I don't. Nature sucks. It's gross. There's bugs and humidity out there. Though we ourselves are entirely technological beings, we enjoy and value the Earth's diverse and unpredictable biosphere. Yeah, that's because you can't be bothered by bugs or humidity. But does that mean that progress is just narrative and that ancient commenters, and as this ancient commenter suggests, or does it mean technological progression and a love of the natural world are not, in fact, mutually exclusive? Well, they're not mutually exclusive. Not at all. It's, you know, again, we've made this argument before, how one uses the resources provided. And yet, if this person was left on their own somewhere in the wilderness, it'd be nothing but terror. Well, I guess it depends where in the wilderness. The appreciation for nature is rooted in the experience of civilization, of safety. To an extent. True, but he's still right. Yeah, okay, Athena gets it. So much of what our ancestors created in their last years was alienating the majority of people. To the majority of people. Speaking of the games industry, then the question isn't one of modernity, but of control. Ain't it, though? Ain't it just? Jump! Do a flip! It'll look really cool!
If we believe that life is inherently valuable, if we think that other species are worth preserving, and we recognize that most of the universe is barren,
I don't agree,
then
but
it
go
follows
on.
that we have a duty not only to defend life, but to spread it. If life is the most valuable thing in the universe,
It's not.
then perhaps, in a sense, the cosmos itself is depending on us to do this.
Gross.
Like birds carrying seeds to uninhabited islands. Maybe that's our role in the galactic ecology.
Methinks you think too highly of people. Why do we have to have a role in anything? Why can't we just be here? Why does everything have to matter or have a reason? My argument has always been, oh, why are we here? What's the meaning of it all? We're here to enjoy ourselves. So just do it already. Have fun. Cut loose. Are they justifying colonialism? I don't think so. They did say uninhabited islands, after all. The argument here is that if life is the most precious and beautiful thing in the universe, then surely it would be a good idea to spread it. The nature of this game is robotic beings such as myself and all of my friends figuring out what our place in the universe is. And the theory is being brought up, well, if we're alive and life is the most precious thing in the universe, surely we should be spreading that, yes? Not necessarily taking over anything, but definitely spreading it. Where even is something for me to grab? I can put a hole in this wall, but there's nothing on the other side that matters. Well, there's that red light, but again, it's worthless unless I have something to utilize. There's no other damn walls, is the problem. Oh, is there another body? I got to talking about philosophy so much. Yep, there I am. Hello. Hello, me. It's been a lot easier if you didn't exist here. Okay, I'll place you there. Let's do this one at a time. Okay. Crap in a bucket. There's two of me. Oh my god. Okay, what if I put you there? I have to get out there somehow? Ugh. Oh, well, duh. Same as it ever was, isn't it? There we go. Ah! A 60-stream streak arc. You love to see it. 9 more, though, before it starts being funny. So, keep at it. Text. Hold on. You're higher, though? Yeah, but, you know. 9 more in arc's the funny number. Anyway, sorry. Unban Nathan. Nathan, you're unbanned. Great news. I know you've been waiting for that one. I want to put that right about there. You and you. God damn you. There it is. Alright, got me one of these. I can get you in there. I think both of these need to be on the other side. I don't remember. How do I get over there? It's just oh, right, there's another version of me. It's a new mechanic. I need to remember that's a thing. Just get there. I am. Alright, so let's see. I think this will work if I slap you down there. And then... Ah, but isn't that the issue? Well, I have the solution. Haha! Oh, shit. Get over there so it's easier for me to puppet you. Thread that needle. There we go. Around 4 years, it's not a rabbit hole you want to go down. Arg has been here longer than you, Jeppo, although you have been here, more consistently as of late, I suppose.
I can't imagine spending years in such a desolate place. For what? Science? Enlightenment? I'd much rather be back home in New Jerusalem.
I think it's beautiful in its own way. But I don't understand how our ancestors could survive here. They were so fragile. Imagine getting stuck out here in the cold. I wonder if there are wolves.
It's kind of a miracle biological humans lasted as long as they did.
Sorry, texting. Sorry again, I have bachelor party duties that I'm planning around at the same time here, so... Anyway. I missed exactly what they said. Social media! What day is it on? It's on a Saturday, so don't worry. No stream will be missed. Like I said, I will update you guys regarding the new job and the new schedule and what days will ultimately be missed or be complicated. If it makes you feel better, the new job sounds like complete ass. So, but I am getting paid more. So, you know, you're losing me, but for at least for a time, but not to anything I'd rather be doing or anything. Technology discovered by expedition changes everything. Every argument about how hard it can be to access the resources necessary to create more of us goes out the window. We can create more people, 1K, doesn't have to be last, and it would be easy. Are we really going to give that up because of the goal? Energy doesn't just come from nowhere. We have no idea what the real cost behind this technology is. Solid argument. We should probably understand this before we go running around with it. Besides, the goal is an ideal, not a limit we ran into by accident. It's the will of the founder. Shut up, Ovis. Yeah, right. Shut up, Zagoran. You and your cool-ass name. Zagaran. Backwards Narrowgaz. It's not necessary to share personal belief in the founder to understand the value of the goal. It's clear to all but the most radical, again, there's only 1,000 of you, that humanity needs limits and for its own sake and the sake of the planet. You say that as if it was self-evident. It's not. You're smuggling a whole host of misanthropic ideas in the conversation under the disguise of reasonableness. Shut the fuck up, Damien. Your premises are completely rotten. Ugh, Damien's real fun at parties, let me tell you. Arg, please, you're a mod. Don't bother. Pick your battles. It's not even a battle. I believe the results of human history speak for themselves, and I find it shocking that anyone would disagree on something so obvious. Alright, Elwyn, you're kind of losing me. Shocking that anyone would value human beings and think that maybe our ancestors could have solved their problems using their brains instead of preaching misery for all. That maybe there's some, I assume, goddamn point in blaming other factors beyond technology and growth. Like, I don't know, people in positions of authority preaching their self-important bullshit morality instead of trying to solve ordinary people's problems. Alright, well, Zagoran raises a point. Authority, I'm just an academic. That's completely disingenuous and you know it. Your Cleek has the mayor's ear. Cleek, I assure you there's no such thing. This conversation getting ahead of you. I can't believe I'm shutting down this thread. Oh, Jeremy. Just take it to private. Me moderating the fucking Discord. Just take it to private. Ain't worth it in the first place. Yeah, then don't go down it. Just ignore it. You talking about streaks and whatnot is going down it. It would be best to close this thread until everyone calms down. The conversation is necessary and should not be banned. Conversation's irritating, but surely... Yeah, I mean, as a matter of principle. I mean, yeah... Sorry to have irritated you, 1K, but thank you for speaking up. New Jerusalem is a democracy, and without free speech, democracy is a sham. Ahem. A lovely sentiment, but you should try moderating this forum and see what it's like. If every conversation is allowed to explode, instability is guaranteed. We have to set reasonable limits on behavior. Thread closed. Well, yes, but there is... That's the double-edged sword with free speech, isn't it? It's what isn't protected by free speech, and hate speech and deliberate spreading of misinformation is not. Because it's harmful, isn't it? Okay. Sorry, more plans. Kiwami 3 will be announced during not E3 season. Rest in peace, E3. Miss you so. I hope it is. RGG is usually pretty... Well... They could pull it off, right? Because, they could reuse a lot of the assets for Hawaii for Okinawa, right? Like, Okinawa is very tropical in Japan, and obviously Hawaii is very tropical. I forget what the exact city was in Hawaii. I know I just say Hawaii, and it's obviously they didn't go to all of Hawaii. But RGG is famous for reusing assets, and, you know, you could probably get away with remaking Okinawa using the now Dragon engine with a lot of assets you had from Hawaii. More importantly, HD Mac. Of all the characters from 3, why Mac? Why Mac of all people? Yo, the guy who ate the duck's head! He'll be there, right? Whatever, Tondarwa or Tonwara, whatever his name was. I forget his name. Chinese guy, I think he was. Wound up in jail in 4. Revelations are great. The Revelations are great, that's true. Kandi? Kazuma? Choji Kazuma. Dragon Mask. We'll get HD Dragon Mask, Jeppa. We'll finally know what he looks like. Sorry, I know texting in the middle of the stream isn't professional, but, again, important circumstances. Anyway, back to it. Coordinating with my brother's future wife's brother. So I guess my future brother-in-law? Question mark? I guess. I think that's how that works. On a bachelor party, so. Dead Souls Kiwami. If they make a Dead Souls Kiwami, I'm gonna fucking throw myself out a window, because, like, what am I why did I play Dead Souls if they're just gonna put out a Kiwami version of it? I guess for the fucking experience, right? But, man. That game could use a Kiwami. That game would be legitimately fun if it got an overhaul. Here's better frame rate, here's better mechanics. This screams something hidden this way, right? Yeah, there's like a little path here. What are we hiding? I know it'll never happen, but it would be funny. It'd be hilarious. Kenzin? Eh. I wasn't too hot on Ishin, and honestly, Ishin... The idea was cool, making them characters from the Edo era, but the mechanics they added or utilized in that game were just not great. People really hated the dungeon grinding, and the combat was kind of whatever. The PSP game? Oh, that one. What the hell? Huh. A collectible. Well then. The PSP games would be interesting because they follow a different guy, right? Like Panther or whatever his name is. And while I've never played them myself, that'd be interesting to see, I guess. The thing is, they only ever made 2 of them and they never left Japan, so... Tatsuya. They only ever made 2 of them, they never left Japan, and I don't think the characters in them are ever referenced in the main series. So I'm not sure they're that popular. They just kind of exist. It's like Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Like, yeah, it's a thing, but I don't think anyone really is clamoring for it. The Mad Dragon of Kamurocho. Ah, more dragons. I think what would sell really well, and that they should probably... What the hell are you? Should probably consider is a game where you play as Majima set during the events of Kiryu in prison. Kiryu in prison. So it would involve Nishiki's rise to power, obviously, but yeah, Kiryu's in prison, so you're playing as Majima, because we know what Nishiki was up to during that time. We don't really know what Majima was up to during that time. We know what Akiyama was up to during that time, and it wouldn't be that interesting. Akiyama at this point would need his own spin-off game. Redshift. Okay. We got platforms. We got me. We got fans. Okay. And we have fences. Alrighty. Oh, and we got this. Let's sort this puppy out. Did he go to Singapore for a bit? I think he did, yeah. During the events of Infinite Wealth, he says he went to Singapore for a while and set up shop down there. Well, I'm gonna need the platform anyway, right? So, give me that. Do you... No, you just go careening away. Alright, so... Not the case, then. Oh, well, hold on. I'll just stand, right here, shall I? Give me this. And... Oh, he needs to... Fine, very well. Yep. Now my mother's texting me about such things. Connect. Ah! Anyway, sorry about that. Well. I must say I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, okay, it's open, but... Big stinking whoop, what's in here? Obviously the way through. Where even is this red light that I need? Oh, it's there. Oh, I see. Okay, wait, do I? Yeah, actually, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Although... God damn it. Okay, give me this. Let me just set this up in advance, since I'm going to be on the other side of it. They so love making you set things up in advance, and then you get through it, and they're like, haha, you fool! Bet you wish you set it up in advance, eh? For now, there is a problem. You must go back and do it. It's like fucking... Very cool of you, thanks. Just trying to do the damn puzzle. There we go.
Wow, that one was a mind bender.
I don't think it was, actually. That one seemed pretty straightforward. But you know what? You're right. I'm great. You suck. You should all bow down before me. Bending minds! What the fuck is that? And there's new social media. Oh, this is Linerx. My name is Linerx. I'm an engineer in the city. It seems we share a mutual acquaintance, Doge. Doge. Things will work well together. What's this all about? Let's get right to business. See, this is the intrigue I liked. This is kind of the sneaky backroom political drama that I was hoping would have showed up sooner, frankly. I like to connect with people who put facts before faith, so I'll be direct. Oh, wow. You and I do get along. Maybe the game knows me better than I think, since I'm trying to fool it. The powers that be prefer to keep our society in stasis. They'd rather you were the last of our kind than seek new ways for us to live. They'd rather avoid big questions than reveal answers they may not like. But I can't accept that it's wrong to use what we know to solve problems before us. Wait, what? I can't accept that it's wrong to use what we know to solve the problems before us. Oh, okay. We wouldn't be here without technological solutions, learning, growth, mistakes, etc. Those things are what we are. God. I agree, mostly. I'm not sure about avoid the big questions and reveal answers they might not like. I don't... Again, people put too much weight into the big questions when I don't think they're that important. But other than that, I agree. Sure, I'll play along. I know we both have hope for the future, and you're... Why try and fight and trick the game when it'd probably be more interesting to see what it thinks of my own philosophy? I know we both have hope for the future, and your expedition beyond the city walls presents a rare opportunity, which leads me to my purpose in contacting you. Before we get into that, I know you have an inquiring mind. What would you like to know? Why are you? Where are you? Who are you? Just want to know what you want with me. I'll say, who are you? I don't give a shit why he is. What? Chief Engineer of Fluid Dynamics. Our city runs on hydroelectric power. We'd be better off building nuclear reactors, but I just run the dam. Our place of birth and source of life, so what do I know? Alright. It's a little haunting how similar he is to me. And hey, maybe they're right. Maybe if we had more energy, we'd grow faster and we'd suffocate. I'd just rather test the hypothesis than spending eternity fixing it. My attitude has always been, and this is a bit short-sighted, since nuclear power is so great, but the problem is the runoff, why don't we just build a rocket that's powered by nuclear energy and put all of our waste onto it and just shoot it into the sun fairly regularly, you know? Like, it doesn't need to be particularly secure or safe, just, you know, make it of synthetic material, quickly load it up with a bunch of radiation, nuclear-powered engine, get that shit out of here. Right into the sun. Not our problem anymore. And the answer is, even with all that, it's still too damn expensive to be building rockets every time we need to get rid of nuclear radiation. Which I suppose is fair. The other alternative is find ways to store it safer, I would suggest lead and water. Water is shockingly good at shielding radiation. Like, to the point that it's kind of baffling. Besides, the Earth always has ways to survive, right? You make a Chernobyl and it makes a mushroom that eats radiation. So, you know, throw it in a ditch until the Earth figures out how to deal with it. Right? That sorts our problems out, surely. No side effects there. Ahem. What do you want with me? I think the island you're exploring holds knowledge far in advance of our own. There will be a great pressure on your team to leave it hidden. But those secrets belong to us. We all deserve to learn and grow. I'm inclined to agree. I just want you to approach your work using scientific outlook that you've been programmed with, ask questions, be open to answers, we challenge your assumptions. Above all, if what you find has consequence for us, you mustn't keep it to yourself. We've already encountered advanced technology. I know! Byron and I have been anticipating this opportunity for some time. I'm certain you're going to find more. I wish in return I could share everything I know with you, but that time will come. For now, I need to ask you to keep a relationship between us. This dynamic New Jerusalem is complex enough. Like banging a coworker. Keep it between you guys. It's too complex otherwise. So what do you think? Are you willing to work with me? I'm not comfortable with this. Yeah, let's do it. The intrigue I'm begging for, and I'm like, nah, pass, son. Excellent. Well, usually there's a bit more ceremony when someone new joins the cause. Nothing fancy, just subtle branding with hydrogen peroxide. But they'll have to wait until you're next in the city. In the meantime, welcome to the Society Systemica. Can we work on the name? Also, how many of us are there? Is it a secret society? I'd say it's more a special interest working group. Nothing is more important to science and transparency. At the same time, we don't always have the luxury of ignoring social realities which sometimes demand discretion. Which is to say, I can't exactly refute your suggestion, but I'd certainly discourage it. I see. Is there a secret handshake? Yo, how will we know? Well, yes, now that you mention it. No, it's actually a randomly generated code phrase. 44 laughing lullabies. So it's a password, not a handshake. Got it. Are there others? Other members of Systemica or other groups like ours. To be fair, I can't tell you as much about either as I'd like, but reason would suggest you and I are not unique in this world. Any rules that I should be made aware of? Like no coffee on Tuesdays or... you'd think so, but we largely depend on shared ideals. There may be no specific rule set, but I trust we know an error when we see one. Dangerous, but optimistic. Let's stay in touch. Nice. Oh, these just must be path markers or something. As I said, so far this game's biggest strength over its predecessor is the characters, and the intrigue, and the philosophy going on in the world building. Which is a shame they really seem to have banked it all on the puzzles. I would have preferred less puzzles and more intrigue, honestly. I think this has roughly the same number, if not more, puzzles than the first game. But, like, the first game didn't... It had the intrigue, but the intrigue was, like, much differently presented. You only got it at computer terminals in, like, spurts. Every other puzzle room had a computer terminal that had some intrigue. But it also tied into the puzzles, because the intrigue involved you distracting the omnipresent Elohim in order for him to find a weakness in Elohim's all-seeing eye. And doing the puzzles and playing along was part of the gambit. The puzzles now just seem like they're tacked on, whereas I'd rather be delving more into the philosophy and the society. So I suppose make of that what you will,
There's an old saying about how, in the end, the sea will claim everything. I have no doubt that this is true. In the long history of the human species, entire regions have disappeared under the waves.
Like Atlantis.
Places like Beringia and Doggerland still echo in our cultural memories. But we shouldn't forget that life began in the sea.
Yeah, at Atlantis.
We are the children of the sea.
From Atlantis.
And it's not through floods and ruin that the sea will claim everything, but through us.
Trinity founding in Trevor again. Trevor. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that either. Read 30 text on terminals. We'll have to be more careful from now on. Alright, there you go. That's all you needed. All you needed.
Now I have to talk science fiction for a bit because
Hell yeah.
I love science fiction.
Hell
but
yeah.
It drives me nuts.
Let's get
There's
into
this
it.
cliche that shows up over and over, and every time someone uses it, everyone pretends it's really profound.
Oh, this guy.
It goes something like this.
Hit me with it. I'm
a
ready.
scientist invents something good,
Uh-huh.
but oh no, it's actually really bad. You could have something that makes your life better, but no, you can't.
I don't think people
How
find
dare
this
you even want it?
profound.
That's hubris. That's playing God. And it's never anything that reflects the real world, right?
I
It's
don't know
never,
about that.
Oh no, you invented a vaccine for cervical cancer. Oh no, you invented a new class of antibiotics. Oh no, you cured malaria. How dare you? Those diseased mosquitoes are way more important than human lives.
Actually, some people have
How
argued
did science
that.
fiction become so reactionary? You know, if we all thought this way, you guys wouldn't even exist. At least Alex agrees with me. She has good taste.
Oh, God. A woman spoke to me. All of my ideas are validated. But no, I hardly think... I'm aware of the trope he's referring to. I hardly think people think it's profound. What's more shocking is how often people ignore that. I'm not making this up. Boston Dynamics literally just published that they had made their big old dog robots. They put fucking flamethrowers on them, and people were like, that's literally the thing from Fahrenheit 451. You've made the dog that burns books from Fahrenheit 451. What's your problem? And as far as I know, Boston Dynamics has not issued a comment on that. More texts, hold on. Oh dear. Anyway. Drilling party. Yo, hell yeah. Sign me up, am I right? Ladies, fellas. Waist-high drill? Where's the wall for this even? I mean, I see one over there, but... Can't reach that, can I? Well, I guess if I walked up there, you stupid idiot. Oh, am I gonna have to... Might I have to do the whole puzzle from this platform? Because I admit that's clever, if it is. Yeah, because I can, like, put a hole there. There. Oh! Oh, no, of course not. I keep forgetting I can just hop over this guy. Penguin raving? Ah, I see. Whoop-a! No. Never works that way, you know. There I am. That, I guess there, right? God damn it, there's nothing. Is there another robot I'm missing? There must be. Shut up, you. Since that guy can't get out... Yep, there's another one over there. I see. He's right there? Oh, do I have to... Really? Oh, wait. God damn, they made that complicated. To be honest, no idea about this puzzle. Alright. I'm out and free to explore. Let's see what I'm dealing with. Well, you'd be nice, obviously. I can't get you out, unfortunately. Well, I could, actually. If I drop that there, and then you and I would be free to roam. Interesting. You know what? I think I will do that. Let me get some resources first. Yoink! place you right there. Okay. Now then, run this way. We have the problem. We need red. Okay. We took measures for this. And I need... Where's the guy up there? Ah, there he is. I think I want it right about there. This is a cool one. I like this puzzle. Beautiful. Oh, silly me. And oh. Well. Okay. Can I... Let me look around here. Hold on. Can you... I think if I put a hole in that wall, it might work. So the idea is... Yes, alright, I'm thinking. I'm gonna remove you and put the hole, like, right... I'll say there. Now, and no, not quite. Although, it does tell me where it needs to go now. There-ish? What's wrong? Oh, a little more to that. Right about there. Now, oh, for God's sakes, I am, ugh. Right in the middle. Now what's the problem? Oh, damn. Here's the problem, son of a bitch. From here... Could I reach this platform? Assuming you weren't the damn way. Ooh, I can! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere indeed. Don't see... There you are. Might have screwed that one up a little bit. That's more like it. Now it's going that way, but silly you. And then there's me! Ha-ha! Oh, fiddlesticks. Well then. The important thing is I'm over here, so I just need something at this point brought to me. I can drop it there and I'm good. And there's a wall right here, so we should be fine. Come here, you. Slap you down right there. Oh, that doesn't quite work, but I can go right there. That good enough? Yes, all right. Huzzah! There it is, my wife! She's home at last. Anyway. All right, Yeah! Do the 80s jump as I leave. Ooh, more of these two. Hold on.
I wonder what it was like when the ancients were still here.
Violent.
Their world seems so
Violent?
lively.
That's a word.
Not always in a good way.
Exactly.
Interesting times are great to read about, but rarely great to experience.
That's true. But they left behind so much art and philosophy and religion. And so many strange stories. Is New Jerusalem like that?
It was, in the beginning.
Ooh. Dissonance growing, I see. Interesting, this facility. Anyway. Oh, well. This one seems fairly straightforward, doesn't it? Admittedly, getting here is a different beast, isn't it? Okay. What? Oh, forgotten. Ugh, gross. No. Okay, that's more like it. Getting out of here. There it is. Beautiful. Who's greeting us at the top of this tower? Whee! Why, it's none other than the Sphinx.
For tricking the gods to help humankind, Prometheus was punished by being bound to a rock, there to be eternally tormented. The chains that held him were forged by Hephaestus, blacksmith to the gods. Was Hephaestus right to allow his art to be used in this fashion?
Oh, was Hephaestus right? Not an angle I had ever considered, if I'm being honest with you. Yes, he was. No, no one should be chained. It was his duty to obey the father of gods. Fuck that. If Hephaestus thought the punishment unjust, he should have refused. Hephaestus only forges change. It was Zeus who bound Prometheus. How about you just cut out the cryptic nonsense and tell me if Athena's here? Bit more to the point, that one. An argument really is made for 4 and 5 there. If he thought it unjust, he should have refused. Or he only forged a change. It was Zeus who bound Prometheus. I mean, the dude made chains. Well, he made a lot, but chains included. But at that point, isn't he accessory? Because he did help punish Prometheus by making the chains that bound him there, you see. That is the question, isn't it? Well, I suppose it boils down to the difference of when you bought a sword from the guy, did you tell him I just want a sword, or did you tell him I need to stab somebody? Because if he sold you the sword at that point, depends how much at fault he is. If it's just his job to sell swords. But I would assume it was kind of a big deal in, you know, the Greek Times, you know, the Wall Street Greek over here. That Hephaestus stole fire and gave it to the humans. I would assume the guy running the forge would have heard about that. The fire kind of being his whole dealio, you know? Yeah, I think if he thought it unjust, he should have refused.
And why was it for lowly, lame Hephaestus to make this choice, and not mighty Zeus?
Well, if Zeus wanted change, Zeus would have forged them himself. The lamer and lowly are no less wise than the mighty. True. The creator is responsible for his creation, to an extent. The creator ought to have control over his creation, to an extent. Everyone must make a choice. I would say the lame and lowly are no less wise than the mighty.
That remains to be seen. As you continue your journey to the flame, remember Hephaestus and the burdens of the blacksmith.
I agree, in a sense, a creator should have control over what they create. It's a little bit different if what you're creating is for, you know, to be used to give to somebody else. For example, if I make a kitchen knife, I hate pickles. They're gross. I'm correct.
Speak to an entity, turn on the beam. It's like she's appealing to our past.
But yeah,
reminding us of where we came from.
Pickles are awful.
Changing enough elements to make us view our history through a different lens.
If I make a kitchen knife
or maybe
and start selling it,
missing the point. I don't know.
You might have something there.
I read about this in a book. It's called defamiliarization.
You could? I think I'm actually impressed.
But yeah, no, the idea that if I were to make a knife, a kitchen knife, and then sell it, at that point I'm not allowed to say you can't use this for pickles.
Yes?
That's just not how that works, even though I created the knife. And it's not like, well, then go buy some other knife if you want to cut pickles. If my knife is really good and you want to cut pickles with it, if you bought it, I can no longer stop you from cutting pickles with it. I'm also not responsible for how you've ruined your dinner by adding pickles to it. But I can't stop you from it. Jeremy, the founder, why do you think they left? How do you feel about Mayor Herman's policies? Could these visions affect my mind? What exactly are these particle clouds? Tell me about those.
As far as I can tell, anything.
Great.
Which is insane.
Very informative, too. Bye. Useless. Pickling anything makes it betwy? Alright, I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming you mean terrible, so. Better. Oh. Alright, listen, if you like cucumbers swimming in their own piss, that's your business, but, you know. I'm over here on Planet Sensible. And I'll be having none of that, thank you.
You're on your way to an island. Yes, another island. Sorry, Melville. Well, it actually used to be a valley between the mountains, but it's mostly flooded now. That probably happened long before the founder came here, though.
Another legacy of our ancestors.
Do me a
Swords are made
favour, will
specifically
you?
to harm people.
Look for another one of the founders' labs.
Mostly. There's
we
your
can't
occasional
get back into the
ornamental.
megastructure without getting to the third site in the north. But I
think it's
need
also
more
reasonable to expect
information
sword
to
to be
make
used to
more
harm somebody.
fixes.
Well, harm something. Maybe you want to go hunting with it, eh? Maybe you need to take your sword out into the wilderness and kill yourself a deer. Listen, I chose sword because I didn't want to bring guns up, alright? It's not a perfect metaphor. Radishes, onions, garlic, cucumbers, peppers. All things that are better when not pickled. All delicious pickled. Huh. Well, as this game's philosophy keeps insisting, you're entitled to that. And that is definitely a school of thought you may have. But at the end of the day, if the universe wanted us to consume pickled things, they wouldn't have given us the ability to taste and appreciate. is my philosophy. How very monolith of you. Like, guys, fellow robots, look at this place. This is so nice. We don't feel cold, so it's totally... Why can't we all just say, screw the puzzles and live here? Huh? Build us a cabin or 3. We all have robot orgies, huh? Do we have those? I only just got here. I'm not really sure about the whole orgy situation. I hope we have those. If we don't, we're wasting opportunities. But, like, come on. Do I really need to move more fucking lasers and blocks? Ugh. Number 1. Let's go. Absorption. Alright. Speaking of onions, what the hell is this? The accumulator. When charged, it will become a mobile emitter of that color. Oh. Now I have red. Either way, a sword is or was a weapon. These days, they're mostly collector's ornaments. Yeah. Or, you know, replicas and models to be used for, like, performances. Things like that. Props. To make a weapon and sell it, it's a reasonable expectation that the aforementioned weapon is going to be used as intended. Yes. But then that brings the intent into mind. For example, if you... I suppose I'll say it. If you buy a hunting rifle, the expectation is you go and hunt like a bear or a deer or a fox or something. It is not that you go and hunt humans. So if the storekeeper asks, why are you buying this gun? And you go, to hunt bear. Storekeeper's like, cool, fine. And then, great. If you say to hunt humans, the storekeeper has a problem. If he still sells it to you at that point, he's complicit. If you then use the gun for some other reason than hunting bears, storekeeper's not complicit, is my point. It applies to many other things. Right, but my point is that the storekeeper in this scenario, or any other metaphor, whoever would the storekeeper be, the blacksmith in Hephaestus' example, not necessarily held accountable. But if Zeus told him, I'm gonna chain a guy to a rock and have birds eat his liver for all of eternity, and Hephaestus said, sounds good, he's kind of culpable in this. But if he didn't tell him that's what he was doing, I'm not familiar with how the myth goes exactly, but I do know that, I need red, actually. Yeah, the whole Hephaestus stealing fire from mortals was kind of a hot-button issue. So I'm willing to bet Hephaestus knew why Zeus wanted those chains. Which would therefore make him culpable. If you lie about how you're going to use a thing, then the lie's on you, not the shopkeeper. Well, yes, but we're arguing semantics at that point. Oh, well, what if they're lying? Well, yeah, what if, I guess. Look, in the example they gave, they asked, should Hephaestus...
Before we built New Jerusalem.
They asked if Hephaestus should be found guilty, culpable, punishable, whatever, for making the change that bound Prometheus. And the answer was, it depends if he knew what... My answer was, it depends if he knew what the chains were going to be used for. Given what was going on in Greek mythology at the time, he probably did, was all I'm saying. I then gave some analogies that probably, you know, weren't the best or most accurate. Tell you a joke? Cool. Yeah, let's lighten the mood here with a joke. Ahem. From The Best Joke Book. Go early in the book. That's where they would put the good ones, right? Front load them. A man comes home one night to find his blonde wife reading his personal journal. I can explain everything, he begins. She interrupts him mid-sentence and says, you're darn right you've got some explaining to do, and you can start by telling me who April, May, and June are. Get it? Because blondes are stupid. Boy, you know, that... Why was that ever a thing? That's definitely one that's fallen out of fashion, I feel.
We used to explore.
I didn't write the joke.
Small groups setting out for the horizon, looking for resources, trying to make sense of the world we'd been thrust into, trying to find a way forward. It was a hard time, but I can't deny that it was also exciting.
Yeah, for you.
I think it's part of our nature to be wanderers.
Your nature.
Our ancestors crossed
Your ancestors.
entire oceans.
Stop speaking on
flimsy
behalf of
wooden
other
boats,
people. I hate that.
just to see what else there was.
That was bad. I agree.
Is it weird to feel nostalgic for a time I never experienced?
I wouldn't call it
just think I could have
nostalgia.
contributed so much more.
Oh
back
my
then.
god.
It's
I
not
would have
weird,
changed
but
things.
It wasn't all sunshine. People died. Yemo,
These
Calvin,
fucking guys.
Isaac.
I know, Al. They were family to me.
Sorry. Didn't mean to reopen old wounds.
It's a legitimate point, but I don't think it invalidates the sense of wonder we felt. That's what kept us going.
This is a little bit awkward. I need to find a way to... The problem right now is... Bap. Yes. The issue. No, that wouldn't work. I can't put you behind red is the problem, or above or over it or anything like that. Put you sort of next to red. In case old Prometheus kerfuffle, Hephaestus should have probably guessed what the chain's going to be used for, and either objected or not, depending on whom he agreed with. Well, yes, I suppose. It was old Big Daddy Zeus that was saying, "Grr, humans having fire bad." And who is Hephaestus to argue with his dad, who already at one point flung him so far that he went all the way around the world? Yes, that happened in myth. I also can't put it behind the green. Oh, wait. What if... No, I'm just being an idiot right now. Okay, well, there I have green. This is all I get, too. This is the entire puzzle. This one room is what you see. The alternative would be... if for whatever reason this gets charged with red... But that doesn't work, you see. For oh so many reasons. Need blue and blue going here and green going there, but the only way I can get green is to combine these two. Should I... Oh, wait, sorry. And then... charge green. Does this get me anything? Perhaps. Because you can go there. And there. While you can go there, there, and there. Aha! There it is. There it is. Is Zeus Hephaestus' father? I believe so. According to some version of the myth, Hera birthed him via divine immaculate conception type after getting jealous of Zeus birthing Athena in kind of the same way. Zeus and Hera weren't a thing when Athena was born. And she sprung out of his head. Interestingly enough, not a lot of the gods, like, despite Zeus and Hera hooking up and being married, not a lot of the gods are actually Hera's kids. There's a few, but the majority of them, and all the interesting, sexy, cool ones, not a one of them is like Hera's kid. One of her daughters is like the goddess of marriage, specifically, or something like that. Or like, no, I think Hera is the goddess of marriage, and her daughter is like the goddess of vows or something. It's a thing. But I mean, it's possible that that does ring a bell now that you mention it. He's Hera's son, but not Zeus's, which is why Zeus, he does love his kids, which is why he might have flung him around the world, thus crippling him and making him work in the forge. And then he shacked up with Aphrodite out of basically pity, and she constantly slept with other men anyway. So, what a fun time to be Greek. Let's see. Bring you with me. What am I working with? Plant you right there. Huh. Well, not a lot, I tells you. There was, Hephaestus was Hera and Zeus's kid, but was so ugly, Hera was the one who threw him around the world. Possible. Weren't there Titans? Wasn't the Titans Hera's kid? No, the Titans were the beings that came before the gods. The gods were the children of Titans. And pretty much almost all of the Titans were kind of dicks, was the idea. A couple of them were fine, like Prometheus and Euripides and that one that watched over Tartarus. I think Thanatos was a Titan. But, Hyperion, he was another Titan that was generally considered okay. By and large, they were all just tucked into Tartarus. Everyone was a dick. That pretty much sums it up, yeah. That sums up all of Greek mythology. Everyone was pretty much a dick. Actually, according to some version of the myth, Hera and Zeus were a thing when Athena was born, as I recall. Hephaestus was born ugly and crippled because of Hera doing the weird Hera-theogenesis birth thing. Well, it's all made up anyway, isn't it? It hardly matters. The point is, Hephaestus got flung around the world and was crippled and worked the forge. There are lesser important details. What do for... Bring this over here. Let's bring the jammer over here. Zeus sticking his dick in place pretty much summed up the entire myth. Yeah, everyone's a jerk and Zeus had way too much sex. The end. You're caught up on all Greek mythology. I need to get the jammer in here. The problem... I don't even know where I'm going. Like, I get in there, and then what? I'm not seeing where the thing I need is. I probably hit that circle, and I'm good, he said, but he wasn't... Oh, no, it's right there. He did this circle. Interesting. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Give me that. Okay, that's on me. Okay, you know what? Given how quickly this charges, I can probably just... Whee! Oh. No, I need to set it down. Oh, this is so... fucking... Ah. Oh, wait, I have the jammer to jam the fan. I'm so dumb. Okay. Jam the fan. Put you there. Okay. Now, if I did this right, that should be charged with blue. Yay! Whee! I'll just get the box back since I'm in the neighborhood anyway. Alrighty, now. Blast that door. And weigh this down. Now I believe... Yes, okay, alright. So now we're getting in here. Chick and Wikipedia are both right. There's debate on how Hephaestus was born. Some claim he was son of Hera and Zeus, while others claim he was Parthenogenesis, Immaculate Conception, child of just Hera. Yeah, when you said it, I was like, oh, that does sound right. The point is, he's in Hades now, and he's kinda hot. Or so some people claim. Very Dungeon Meche look to him.
There's so much history here that we can't see. The founder must have walked these paths hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Miranda must have stood right where we're standing. This all looks alien to us, but it must have been familiar to them.
If this was their home, where are they now?
They must be inside the megastructure,
Or they died.
waiting for us to pass the test. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Or they're dead. You don't know. Hades 2 is in early access and is rather good from what you hear. Yeah. What do you know? The game that is like batting 1,000 on games has done it again. And Hades, which was easily their biggest hit, they said, oh, we'll just do that again, but like, even more polish. And the big shock, it's a hit. Almost like there's a lesson to be learned from that. Xbox and Sony.
I've been wondering, what made our ancestors settle in these god-forsaken places? It can't have been easy with those frail, squishy bodies of theirs. What makes a caveman go, yes,
Titties.
this frozen hellscape is where I want to live out my days?
Sounds like titties.
You
I'm
think
just
Byron
saying.
was right? Is it in our nature to be wanderers?
No, it's about resource and population pressure. People are drawn to the idea of building society. We like to overcome challenges. We came here looking for beauty. Nah, not early on. Survival was more paramount than beauty at first. People are drawn to the idea of building a new society. I think it's resources and population. It then evolves into those things, but it starts with resources and population pressure.
How drab. But you might very well be right. Our ancestors didn't have a lot of choices, and they had to be pragmatic.
I wanted to ask you something else. Sure. Anything else I give a shit about, or? I don't give a shit about the founder or Miranda. Founder and Miranda are very much like... They feel like relics and leftovers of a bygone age. I'm here for the now, alright? Don't bore me with your talks of those that once were and the messages they left. I cannot. We're here to push forward. To see the new. optional puzzle, so I don't give a shit. I'm looking for databases to interact with. Huh. Well. Alright then. Glad we had this talk. Doubtful the good scenery was a motivator for early settlers. Maybe. Surely you'd like a nice view at the very least while you're settling, but, you know, again, that's secondary to actual survivability. Well, survival from when it was settling down near large bodies of water made quite a lot of pragmatic sense in that situation. Well, as long as it wasn't salt water, yes. Although even that had its benefits, you know. Salt water's no good for irrigation, but that's where the best fish are. Now then, let's see. We got red laser there. Blue one down this way. Need to get a red one here. Charger there. Regular one there. Regular one. Desire to hit blue over there. Any windows? There are windows. Okay, okay. Given where this is, knowing them, I'm gonna need this, like, here to bounce things around, and then I have to run in and move it down here so it can bounce over there. Because this game's philosophy is backtracking makes for good puzzle solving. What am I trying to do, though? What's my first goal here? Where do I start? With red, it would appear, but I can't do that. Red's there. I can get it here, but then I need a second one that doesn't exist yet. So maybe I do need to... Alright. The problem is, it will go through windows, but it won't go through bars, right? So if I grab you... Yeah, it doesn't go through the bars. And of course, the bars go all the way around, because this game is sick and cruel. Rivers and lakes, not salt water, but even salt water has its use in survival situations. Yeah, sure. If you can purify it, then your fucking quid's in, right? Salt is extremely useful. For oh so very much. So yeah, your quid's in not only for the water, but for the salt as well. From what I understand, there is a ratio in which you can drink salt water and your body will process it at a rate that will keep you alive. Like, it's not a guarantee that salt water will kill you if that's what you're drinking. As long as you drink, like, the right amount of it over time, your body can remove the salt from it and use the water. As long as you're not flooding your system with the stuff. The issue is, if you're in a situation where that's what you need to be doing, it's really bad. And you're gonna be pretty rough. It's something like 4 cups an hour or something like that. I forget the exact ratio, but it is, it is not a pretty time to be alive if that's what we're relying on. How do I get you to talk to you? Something I don't like that they had in the last game is if the path couldn't be connected, there would be a... the symbol would be blacked out. Whereas now, it just stays solid, and... Hey, guess what? Path can't be connected. Oh wait, never mind. That totally does work. Hell yeah. I'm a genius. I'll be having some of this. Salt is so useful, I believe it was used as payment in early civilizations. Or part of a payment people would receive. Yeah. Depending on what part of the world, but yes. Incans and Mayans and whatnot, really big on salt. Salt preserves food. Indeed it does. Right, now is the reason I need this blue. Dabba-dee dabba-die. No, my goal is to make it red. Dabba-dee dabba-die. So I can get over there. That's what's absolutely necessary, like pickles. Well, you know. If what you want out of your food is for it to taste bad, then yes, pickles are a necessity. If you would prefer them to actually taste good, then there's probably several other things you could use them for. Alright, so now the issue becomes... I have red, a source of red I can actually reach. Oh, I can just sort of barely make it over there. I assume more micro adjustments will be needed. No, that worked. Beautiful. That's where the word salary comes from in Latin. It's salt. Well, there you go. Okay, well... Oh, I see. I don't know if it's lined up correctly or not, though. But I need you. Oh, God, I need, like, you to hit that. Oh, that's blue. Damn it. Where's red? Red is like just so barely not quite there. Let me drop this here. Here would be, so it's like, that would be ecstatic if I could get it to talk to the other two. Part of paying for Roman soldiers with salt, yeah. Alright, can I get both of you, is the question. Up, from here it looks like maybe. No, why would you do that? That looks like it worked. Did it? Oh, what the? No. Why are you going to blue? Grab the wrong damn thing. You. And... you. Jesus. Up. Beautiful, yes. Hey, he's done it. Whee! High five! Anyway, no smarmy back chat from that one? Any social media? We do. Bring back dogs. Now we're getting into it. This is why I'm playing this game. Thread title says it all. We should re-domesticate dogs. Our ancestors loved dogs. They insisted they were amazing companions full of life and love, man's best friend, and the lives they lived with humans must be infinitely better than in the wild. Why not bring them back? Did you know the poet Lord Byron wrote a beautiful poem about his dog, Boatswain? He named it Boatswain? He said, beauty without vanity, strength without insolence, courage without ferocity, and the virtues of man without its vices. All the virtues of man without vices. Is that who our Byron named himself after? No, he named himself after Robert Byron, the travel writer. That's great, but what about my idea? It's a great idea. Dogs are a beautiful creation. We should bring them back except pugs. I like that they are like, except for the pugs. We don't want to, we should all bring them back except pugs. The ability to breathe does seem like an important feature in an animal. Isn't that perfect domestication how perverse it is to manipulate nature like that? Shut up, do you want dogs or not? That's why we can choose to not do it badly. It's not like pugs are the only possible outcome. We have choices. I would love to have a dog. We could go on walks together and it would be excited about every new smell and we'd play fetch. It sounds magical. See, these guys get it. Ovis, you're off. Fucking buzzkill, you know that? Dogs! Anyway, back to the puzzles. Ugh. It says something about the game that the whole game is a puzzle game, and the puzzles are the least interesting part about it. They're the part I'm like, ugh, if I have to. Whereas the philosophy in conversing with robots is all like, yes, please, more, I need it, yum, 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 yum. Balance of forces. Okay. Well, that's self-explanatory. It's also where I need to go. Okay. So. It seems like what needs to happen is I need to find a way to get something, or two things, to reflect light into here. Well, just one, really. I need to find a way to get it in here so it can use that. Got it. We have this. Can I... Beautiful. All right. Okay. And what do you do? Power this fan, I see. But I can also just turn you off, which means I probably have to do that at some point. Why not now? Okay, and I can climb back over. Ah, I see. Okay, give me this. Place you right there. You. Place you. Now, I have a theory. Oh, wait, shit, hold on. You and you. Now then, my theory. Beautiful. Working exactly as God intended. Dogs are amazing companions. Without dogs, we develop societies and some much later. Think of it all. Yeah, true. Dogs were, as they said, an invaluable companion. Helped with hunting.
That was an excellent solution.
Thank you. I am fantastic. Right, let's see. On to number 6. I'm hoping I can do 6. If they're all like that last puzzle, they'll all go through really quickly. I'm hoping I can do at least one more before I have to end. I'm getting stuck on it too badly. Alright, let's see. For starters, we have green. I was gonna say, and drilling. Got it. Where am I going is the question. I need you to solve that riddle. Thank you. I'll be taking this. Hold on. Well, this is where I'm going. You have the drilling device and a singular one of these. Okay. I guess you go here. Guys, I did it. Where was that drilling wall? It's there. It's the only drilling wall. Doesn't seem to want to go through the fence, which is an issue. You idiot, you can just go this way. God damn it. Okay, now. Hold on. I see what they want, at least a little bit. I'll place you right there. Now we have green. Place you on that side. You come with me. Now red and blue. Okay, how do I... The question now becomes, how do I split red and blue? Where is the... Is it some of this? Ooh. I see. I do that. Slap you with one of these. Don't split it, because that's a different thing. Damn you. Oh, but wait. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. They're being sneaky about it. I get... Why is green going directly to red? What? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. If I grab you... Be for real. Grab it on... Where is it? There you are. Jesus. Some way of shutting this one down. Blue, okay. Which can easily be, alright. Gimme this! Jesus, what are you doing over there? There we go, now this puzzle can get solved. God almighty. Now then. What are we doing? I believe that you plus you equals you. Meanwhile, you and you. Beautiful. Ah, there it is. Excellent.
Melville?
There we go.
What is it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
What?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture. It is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic.
Interesting design elements.
Let's stay professional, everyone. It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures.
Uploaded for
She's a
reference.
hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
Why are your hands in all your pictures, though? They have a point. That's funny. That's a fun little detail. Alright, I am probably going to call it there because I'm a little hungry and I want to spend time with my wife. Like I said, I will have more information tomorrow. Over the weekend, the Discord will be updated with Plans moving forward regarding schedule changes and what's to be expected. Might have to wait until later in the week even for that because, hey, listen, if you can believe it, people in government not great at talking to people. So, yeah, we'll figure that out when we figure it out. Till then, love you all, be good people. Normal stream tomorrow, normal stream Sunday. Then we're kind of playing it by ear. But anyway, love you all, be good people. I will see you tomorrow for more puzzly solvery, Good night, everybody.